Her Majesty died on Thursday at the age of 96 in what is understood to have been one of her favourite residences, Balmoral in Scotland. Her coffin is now being moved from Scotland to London ahead of the state funeral on September 19, which will also be a bank holiday. While final respects are being given before the former monarch is moved to her final resting place, reports are now emerging about Elizabeth II's final days before her passing. Shortly before her death, the Queen held her final audience with then Prime Minister Boris Johnson. After this, Her Majesty held her first with new Prime Minister and Tory leader Liz Truss. Much shared photos show Elizabeth II greeting the Prime Minister in front of a blazing fireplace less than a week before her death, her last major act of public duty. Queen tidied everything up and simply let go in her final hours. Image, Getty, so cringeworthy. Meghan Markle's outlandish claim blows up in her face, says expert. Meghan Markle's outlandish claim in the Cut interview was so cringeworthy, a royal expert claimed. What did the Duchess of Sussex say? Find out here. A source who knew Her Majesty told The Times that, after this work had been completed, the Queen was ready to let go. They said, I think she felt that with the change of Prime Minister she had finished tidying everything up, as she had been doing, and then simply let go. In his first speech as King, Charles III dedicated much time to the commitment his mother held for over 70 years to her role as monarch. He said, Queen Elizabeth's was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today. Read more. Horror scenes as Putin's men turn Ukraine power plant into inferno. The Queen and Liz Truss. Image, Getty, Liz Truss. Image, Getty. Alongside the personal grief that all my family are feeling, we also share with so many of you in the United Kingdom, in all the countries where the Queen was head of state, in the Commonwealth and across the world, a deep sense of gratitude for the more than 70 years in which my mother, as Queen, served the people of so many nations. In 1947, on her 21st birthday, she pledged in a broadcast from Cape Town to the Commonwealth to devote her life, whether it be short or long, to the service of her peoples. That was more than a promise, it was a profound personal commitment which defined her whole life. She made sacrifices for duty. Don't miss, aerial footage captures Russia's humiliating retreat. Watch, video, Vladimir Putin's forces flee as Russian frontline collapses in Ukraine. Reaction, royal family live, King winks at onlooker as he arrives at palace. Live blog, The Queen, a life in pictures. Image, Express. Trending figures have also commended Charles for his smooth transition into the role of king. He became monarch immediately after the death of his mother. Charles was yesterday officially proclaimed king across the land and has now met with both the new Prime Minister and the leaders of the major opposition parties. Prince Charles. Image, Getty. In a touching statement released on Monday, Prince Harry paid tribute to Queen Elizabeth II. It was published on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's Archewell website. Harry wrote, in celebrating the life of my grandmother, Her Majesty the Queen, and in mourning her loss, we are all reminded of the guiding compass she was to so many in her commitment to service and duty. She was globally admired and respected. Her unwavering grace and dignity remained true throughout her life and now her everlasting legacy. Let us echo the words she spoke after the passing of her husband, Prince Philip, words which can bring comfort to all of us now. Life, of course, consists of final partings as well as first meetings. Granny, while this final parting brings us great sadness, I am forever grateful for all of our first meetings, from my earliest childhood memories with you, to meeting you for the first time as my Commander-in-Chief, to the first moment you met my darling wife and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren. I cherish these times shared with you, and the many other special moments in between. You are already sorely missed, not just by us, but by the world over. And as it comes to first meetings, we now honor my father in his new role as King Charles III. Thank you for your commitment to service. Thank you for your sound advice. Thank you for your infectious smile. We, too, smile knowing that you and Grandpa are reunited now, and both together in peace.